What's up, guys? This is Nader at with NPTI. We're going to be going over 4 workouts today. The first is going to be a squat, next is going to be a deadlift, third is going to be an overhead press, and lastly is going to be a row. Guys, so the first workout is going to be a squat. It's basically the agonist, which is the main muscles being used, are going to be your quads and your glutes. So your quads are pretty much the front. It's your thigh muscle. It's right over here. This is your quad. Your glutes is your butt. It's another way of saying butt, for you guys that don't know. The antagonists are going to be your hip flexors. Your hip flexors are going to be located right around here. Your private a little bit, right over here. So lead into your private. And lastly, the synergist, which is the helper muscle, is going to be your hamstring. Your hamstring is located right behind the quads. So I said the quads before the agonist. Synergist is going to be right behind it. It's going to be right over here. It's basically a helper muscle. Now, this workout is in the sagittal plane. And the joint actions being used are hip and knee extension. And in order to spot somebody, you're going to hold them from underneath the armpit, usually from behind them, while they're doing it. Now I'm going to E-dip for you guys. I'm going to show you how to do it in proper form to avoid any sort of injury and get the maximal results. We're going to do a front squat. First is going to be your toes. Your toes are going to be slightly turned outward. You're going to be shoulder width apart. Next is going to be, chest is going to be proud. So when I say chest proud, you put your chest out. Perfect form. Then you're going to squeeze your glutes and squeeze your core. Right about shoulder height, right over here. Go down, touch your knees with your elbows, come up and pelvic thrust. Make sure to squeeze your glutes when you come up. The next workout is going to be a deadlift. The agonist for the deadlifts is going to be the quads and the glutes and the erector spinae. So the only new one is the erector spinae. The quads, obviously, like I said before, your thigh muscles right over here. Your glutes are your butt. Erector spinae is pretty much your lower back. The muscles are going to be fired up. The antagonist is going to be the hip flexors, just like the squat from before. So the hip flexor is going to be the antagonist. The synergist is going to be the hamstrings. So it's pretty much the same exact thing. Hamstring is right behind your quads, it's right behind your leg. And the plane it's in is sagittal. Spotting is mainly done with correct form, so you gotta make sure you're doing it correctly. You can't really spot deadlifts. Joint actions are gonna be hip and knee extension and spinal extension. So I'm gonna show you guys how to E-dip. Let's do this properly, correct form. Now, just like the deadlift, not the deadlift, just like the squat from before, your toes are not going to be pointed outward. They're actually going to be pointed straight, railroaded, and instead of having the weight on your shoulder like around here, it's going to be down here. And I'm just showing you guys this just to give you an insight on how to actually do it. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, chest proud. Same concept. Whenever you do any workout, you're going to squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, and your chest is always going to be proud. Maintain that proper form and get maximal results. Toes are going to be railroaded, shoulder width apart. Go down, you're going to slightly bend your knees. You're going to come up and you're going to squeeze your glutes. And squeeze your hamstrings. You're going to squeeze your quads. Okay, like I said, do it again. Squeeze. Side angle. Alright guys, so the third workout is going to be a military press, overhead dumbbells. The agonists are going to be your anterior delt. Your anterior delt is pretty much the front of your shoulder. Anterior, right over here. The antagonist is going to be your lats, which is like the cobra-like muscle in the back. I don't know if I can show it to you. It's pretty much that muscle like right over here. Right around there. The lats, it's your antagonist. Your synergist is going to be the medial delt. So medial delt is pretty much the middle of your shoulder. So you're located right over here. So anterior, medial, posterior. The plane it's going to be in is frontal plane. The spotting is from behind the wrist. And the joint actions are going to be shoulder abduction, upward scapular rotation, and elbow extension. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. You're basically going to have your feet shoulder width apart. Toes are going to be slightly turned a little bit outwards to maintain balance. And you're going to have it right in front of you. Chest proud, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. Push upward and rotate. Straight down, rotate upward. Get down too. You can do the sitting down too if you want. Rotate upward, come straight down. You're doing it correctly when your ear is blocked when you go up. It's right over there. All right, guys, so the last workout's gonna be a one-arm dumbbell row. The agonist is gonna be your lats, just right around here, located over here. The antagonists are gonna be your chest, just opposite of your lats, most in front of your body. And the synergist is your bicep. And the bicep, just make sure when you're doing it not to use it too much because it's called helper muscle for a reason, specifically in this workout. People tend to use their arms more than their back when they're trying to lift a dumbbell, like do a row pretty much. So try not to do that because it's going to be pretty much like inefficient for you. And you're mostly supposed to use your back and your lats for this. The plane it's in is sagittal. The spotting is correct form, so you got to try to maintain correct form completely. The joint actions are going to be shoulder extension, scapular retraction, and elbow flexion. Basically, you're going to bend. You have a slight bend in your knees, chest proud, arm fully extended. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up, using your back, slowly rotate up, stop right around, don't overextend, go all the way down. Stop right around here.